Hello. I be getting caught off guard. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Tales on BET. This is episode 6 of season 1 for 99 Problems, which we know is a Jay-Z song. So let me be honest. Y'all know that's what I do most of the time. But that's what I do all the time. I'm a fan of Tales. This episode, I didn't like as much as I thought I would. You know, I love Jay-Z's songs. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you haven't got problems off the Matthew song, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Love it. Love it. However, this take on the song, I think it had great intentions. I get the whole Black Lives Matter of it. I get the whole premise was there are a million problems. There are 99 problems that the person can be having, but the one problem he wasn't having was with his girl. I completely get that. However, I mean, a few parts I was confused. The guy who played Miles, was cute. He is also, I think he's the same guy who plays one of the guys on BT's The Quad. So I like how they're using actors who are on their other shows to do this too. And, you know, that's cool. I thought the girl who played Jermaine was cool. I mean, I liked it, but I think I expected more for what the song was. And I got the message behind it, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and just say what it was for people who did watch it. So, you know, the episode starts off with Trump. It's a clip of Trump when he was at a rally or something. And he was saying how, you know, some cops, I see them, you know, not being too hard on the criminals when they arrest them. You know, I say, you know, don't be so easy on them. Basically telling cops, you know, rough people up a little bit. And of course, it pissed everybody off. Oh, fucking Trump. And then from there, it goes to snippets of different police using excessive force. Police just not excessive force and also a little bit of deadly force. We even saw, it was the one clip of when the girl was at a pool party or like it was a kid party, and it was like a pool party. It was like a little 13, 14-year-old girl, and the police was like slinging her around by her hair and by her neck. Crazy. So again, examples of the police using excessive force, if not deadly force, on innocent black people. Okay, that's what this particular episode was about. So that's why I say I get the point of it absolutely. But again, I just thought it would be a little bit different because it was Jay-Z's. You know, I got 99. You know, I thought it was that. But whatever. You know, from there, we see what I later found out was the mayor who was saying, you know, oh yeah, ordinance has passed, and that anyone who is for working with or affiliated with the whole Black Lives Matter movement will now be declared domestic terrorists. And we know that when black people of color, minorities, anyone who's not white, does any crime, that they are immediately, without cause or without merit, labeled something, whether, oh, he's a criminal, oh, they are just different things. So domestic terrorism means it's a group of people or a person who is doing something to terrorize the country, and to affiliate that to Black Lives Matters, which people have done. Okay, let's be clear. People have done that. Was the point of this particular episode. So from there, we see the two main characters, Jermaine and Miles, who are at their Black Lives Matter meeting, melting pot and everything. And they're saying, you know, this is crazy. You know, I didn't know that educating our community on injustices was terrorism, which is clearly true. Okay, clearly true. You know, you have Miles saying, you know, how shit just got real. We got to get ready. You then see like SWAT teams rushing into the building where they're in. You see the Black Lives Matters participants in there shredding papers and shredding documents and getting rid of stuff as the SWAT team was moving in. You then see the two main characters, Jermaine and Miles, kind of get away while everyone else is arrested. So I'm like, okay, I'm guessing because now they're being declared domestic terrorists, they have the SWAT team arresting them because they know where they were. Okay, I get that part. Next, from there, they're like outside. They get like a text. They're like texting with someone who's like giving them inside information. Like, oh, really? What he just said is illegal. That ordinance can't be legal because of something. So while they gotta figure out how to get out of this mess, they have to go hide out. So I'm like, so now they on the run. So like, I'm like, is this 99 Problems or is this Bonnie and Clyde? You know what I'm saying? Because I put this on my live. Nobody, nothing will ever come between us. I promise to get my live. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, which song is they doing? Is this? I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Is this On the Run Part 2? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was confused. I have to say that. But as the people are being arrested, Jay-Z's the music playing of 99 Problems is playing. So it's like, we hear the music. So, I got the premise of it. But I'm like, okay, now they on the run. But 99 Problems wasn't about being on the run. So it was, it was just a lot of out. That's why I said I don't know if I liked it as much. So from there, they get a message to go to somebody's house, look for somebody named Blue. They then, they're walking down the street of a hood. They find this house and there's some guys sitting outside. They're like, hey, we looking for Blue. Ain't no Blue here. He's like, oh, so-and-so comes to the house and look for Blue. Ain't no Blue here. A man come outside, and who is it? We see that it's Otis from the Temptations. It's Lucian from If Loving You Was Wrong. You know what I'm saying? He is playing the character Blue. He has this, he looks, and I don't want to be offensive to anyone. I'm going to say, I don't know if it's Muslim, because he had like the little hat thing going. To me, he looked, but it could have been African. I don't know. I can't explain it. Anywho, he's Blue. He's like, come on in, welcome to the place. We see, they're on the news saying that these two students are, domestic terrorists and we're looking for them. They've both been expelled from school. And then as they're saying that, we see, Miles' phone is ringing and this is his mom calling and, Jermaine like, don't answer that. Our phones could be tapped or it could be worse. And then they show the mom is calling him from a location where these people, the cops, we're going to say, the feds or whatever, are there with her. And she's walking back and forth calling him. You see this white men in suits standing around her. So, when she's saying that, Blue is like, what is y'all about? What y'all about in these streets, basically. They go on, I was going to say they. Jermaine goes on basically a speech. I won't say a rant, but just saying how they are against the injustices that Black and minority people are going through about us being killed and murdered, not, there being no justice for it. And that is what the Black Lives Matter movement is about. That is what they are about. Got that 100%. So Blue and Miles kind of bumping heads because Miles feel like, we don't need him, we can be whatever. And she's like, we ain't got nowhere else to go. Okay. They stay. Blue lets Miles know, my job is to keep y'all, is to protect y'all too. And I always get my job done. But just know it might get a little crazy, you know what I'm saying, so just deal with it. So, we see that. We see Jermaine is in the room crying because she missed her parent. And how she missed her family. And says how her parents want her to stay out of trouble. And now she's in trouble. But all for standing up for the right thing, which is Black lives. Because we matter. Miles is like, your parents be proud of you. And, because you're fighting for the right thing. So, again, I get the premise of the story. So the rest of the story is them in hiding because they are part of Black Lives Matter. And Black Lives Matter is now a domestic terrorism thing. And they are like the leader of the Black Lives Matter. And they are targets. So, they're in hiding in Blue's house. And it's literally a house. And, there's a scene where Jermaine is seeing online, people are saying, oh, they're terrorists, they're not American, they should go back to Africa. The things people say, the things racist people say about minorities, about black people, when they feel like they are speaking up for what we are going through. And of course, Jermaine is like, no. Miles is like, no, you can't worry about that. They're going to say what they're going to say. We have to just be here and just tough it out. We then see how the media spins stories, and we see how the media will take any person and make them out to be the villain and make them out to be some kind of criminal. There then has the news anchor doing a report saying that Miles, was known for being, a, what did you say? He's known to being he's known for seducing, younger females in the college, who are into, basically, he seduces people. He's a slut bucket is what they basically was saying. Then says that he's also possibly wanted for a sexual assault at a different college. But then says, but those claims have not been verified. Then why are you saying that? But they will do that stuff in the news. They will say, oh, he known for stealing cars, we think. Or she's known for murdering babies, we think. And they will give unsubstantiated information on people and ruin their credibility, because then people hear, I heard he was out here raping women, I heard he was, he's wanted for rape, because they heard it on the news, and it's not even true. They then say for Jermaine that she's the daughter of another domestic terrorist who was her father, who's been in jail since '83. So he's been in jail since she was a baby, and now that's how you want to connect her. They will villainize and victimize the person who was trying to make things right. So again, I get it where you have 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Because your girl, your Bonnie, your Clyde ain't the one. Okay, I completely get it. At least that's what I got. Because I'm like, nothing else for me matched the song, except the title of it. Because the song is about, Jay-Z getting pulled over and a cop, pulling him over trying to search the car. And he's like, you can't search my car. You got a warrant, the trunk is locked and so is the glove, so you're going to need a warrant for that. So I'm like, none of this, what they're doing is about them being unlawfully pulled over. It's more about them being unlawfully targeted as domestic terrorists. I guess that's the point. I just got it. Just a different take on it. Okay, Irv Gotti, I still didn't fully like it, but I didn't dislike it, okay? It made me think. And I guess some of these things are made to make people think, so, okay, kudos. So, from there, Jermaine wants to call her mom, and, Mom's like, we can't do that. And she's like, well, I just need a minute. Blue, of course, also won't let Miles leave. He lets him know, this is bigger than you, it's bigger than me, and you have to be the one to protect her. You have to even die for her if it comes to that. Remember that's your role in this, because you might have 99 problems, but she ain't one of them. So protect her at all costs. They then go meet up with a courier that they kept talking about they was gonna meet up with, and I'm like, well, first of all, the courier is Doorway Mama from Boys in the Hood, and she reminded me the character was like the Oracle in the Matrix. They met her on the bench. She was talking in riddles, saying, be out, be seen, and hidden in plain sight, or be visible, be hidden in plain sight. And I'm like, well, what you want me to be? What? They wanted by everybody. They can't be visible or invisible in plain sight because people are looking for them. So, she gives them a book and says, everything you need is in this book. And the book is empty. I was fully confused. It was whatever. So she walked away like, okay, I'm out. So the Oracle leaves, Doughboy Mama go back to get him out of jail because, Doughboy got arrested in the Boys in the Hood. And, they then walking down the street. And then, of course, the police car ride past them. They try to walk all leisurely like it ain't really them. They try to act cool. Oh, we're gonna hide in plain sight. No, they can see you. And sure enough, the cop car saw them. Whoop, and they trying to get them. So now they running. They run into a hair shop, and they like, what y'all doing in my shop? Don't come through with all this stuff. And then one client like, those Black Lives Matter kids, help them. And she then go outside to the police and say, hey, somebody just ran through my place. These two kids ran through here, and the cops come in and see what they ran through. Oh, okay, squad. The kids ran through da. So the cops on a whole different track. But really, they still in the salon under the dang on hair dryer. She hit him under the hair dryers. Okay, if you say so. Then they at a hotel because they got to pool their money together. He got 80, she got 60, or she had 60 and they had 80. Either way it go, they had $120. No, wait. 140. I got confused. Wait, is it 140? Yes, 140. And they trying to get a hotel room. They then get like a recording while they're at the hotel room from an anonymous source of the mayor basically calling black people monkeys. Okay, he's basically being the extremely racist person that he is, and that all racist people are behind closed doors is what they caught him doing, and he's on recording. And the anonymous source wants to meet them because they want to put all this out into the media, because this is why he is against Black Lives Matter, because he's really scared of Black Lives Matter, and he's a racist. So, we see that. And they happy because all they want to do is graduate from college. Oh, we can free our names, and now we can graduate from college. Okay, fine. So we then see the source is a black man, well, I think his name was Benny, who worked for the mayor. And it's like, he was talking about me on that thing. He was calling me a monkey. He's racist. He's always been racist. He has racist friends. And he uses funds to fund white supremacist type stuff. I want to get all these emails together for y'all so y'all can release them. But I need y'all to meet me here tomorrow, same place, and I'll have what I have for y'all. And they're like, okay, cool. So he then says, but y'all should try to get to the party he having tomorrow. It won't be any media there. It'll just be him and his racist white friends, basically. And I'm like, how they supposed to get in there? But guess what they did? They got in there. And they had like GoPro cameras or recorders throughout the hall where he was. So you see them at each table just full of racist people, and you're hearing the racist things that racist people say when they are in the group. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent of when you have a whole bunch of black people in the group and they just start talking about stuff. Okay? So when you have a whole bunch of racist people in a group, they start being racist. And just saying different things. And I'm not going to repeat what they said. The white mayor reminds me of Trump. Just gonna say that. We see that Jermaine and Miles are listening to the things they're saying. They're recording, the Trump-like character who's mayor, who's saying, these are domestic terrorists. He's basically saying how we want to continue to destroy the Black Lives Matter movement because we are afraid of it. We need to push our own agenda and keep putting our foot on their necks and pushing them down, was basically what he was saying. And at that point, he's saying all this racist stuff. We need to make America great again. Just bullshit. As we know, bullshit that racist people say. And he then gets like something whispered in his ear. He's like, oh, I just found out our meeting isn't as secret as we thought. We're handling it right now. At that same point in time, the Secret Service people or the mayor's police people kick in the door to the closet that Jermaine and Miles is in, and now everybody fighting. They all out in this hallway fighting. They got Jermaine choked up. I mean, they had her choked up against the wall. They was beating up Miles, and then the cooking staff, which happened to be some black people, saw it all going on. Saw these white people in suits beating up these two black people. Saw the white man with his hands around the white girl's throat. Excessive force. Okay? Damn near deadly force is what was going on, and they didn't stand for it. They then helped them, which helped Jermaine and Miles get away. They go back to the hotel. They are kissing and hugging and kissing. Because they had a long day. They're taking a hot bath together. They had a moment, and it was beautiful. It was, what I'm saying, I think the song playing was saying, love me until tomorrow. Love me into something. And it's a moment when, you had a long day and you just want to be with your bae. You know what I'm saying? You got 99 problems, but this ain't one of them. And then we have the end of it, which was basically they go to the park to meet up with the source again, his name was Benny. And as they walking through the park in the rain, like, I can't wait for this to be over, for us to be able to get back to our lives, to keep our movement going. They see Benny ass in the park dead with his throat slashed. Rest in peace, Benny. So they go back to their hotel. Who at the hotel? It's Blue and the goddamn Oracle. And I'm like, that Blue and the Oracle killed Benny? Like, is they in on it? What happened? And then they say, well, Benny took one for the team. You know, he died for the cause. He had already sent all of the audio files, the emails, the videos to the Attorney General because he knew he might not make it and he died for the cause. So by the morning, you know, the mayor will be arrested. We just have to wait on it. And then they are so happy. And then the end is we see the mayor being arrested. He's having to walk through the Black Lives Matter movement, people yelling, you know, different things. The news people asking him, what do you say about the Attorney General saying that you were taking funds raised by your charity to support white supremacist groups? And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but we knew that's what he was doing. And the ending is, you know, the song "Men Comes I got 99 problems I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one." And you know, it's the whole Black Lives Matter movement. I mean, for what it was, as I just went over it and I, you know, some other things popped in my head, it wasn't a bad episode. It wasn't at all. But there were a couple parts in here where I was confused. I'm looking like, well, who was the Oracle? Why is it a Courier? Who was the National? It was just different stuff. And I was like, I mean, and I have to be honest, it went over my head. The acting wasn't bad. You know, I always love it when no matter what, the acting is great. The story wasn't bad. I was just confused for a little bit. It might have been because I was doing different things at the same time. But, you know, I'm a fan of Tales. I'm a Tale of fans. I'm a fan of Tales. I will continue to watch each episode. I will continue to review each episode. Bravo to Arv Gotti for doing something different. Again, as you see, it made me think about different things and think about the song 99 Problems in a different way. I hope you all check it out as well. So, that was my review of BT's Tales 99 Problems, episode 6. So I will see you guys later. If you have not done so already, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. And, you know, watch my videos. If you don't like this one, watch another one. I got like 200 videos on my channel. So tune in next week for the next one. I think the next one is You Got Me, which is a song by The Roots featuring Erykah Badu. If you worry about where I'm in, let me, girl, say that for next week. So I am Jay Lee. This is Jay's Corner. Peace.